Today, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar will discuss and give lecture on the corporate governance. This chapter lead the ways of the managing the risk, role and responsibility, explain governance, explain the role of the board and its committee in the managing strategic risks, explain failure of the governance and its impact on strategy, role of board and others in the organization for identifying and managing risk mitigation including TARA, transfer, avoid, reduce, accept, assurance and mapping, risk register, risk report and responses, ethical dilemma associated with the risk management. Corporate governance. Corporate governance is the system by which the companies are directed and controlled. The system covers the following: role of the company directors, the authenticity of the company accounts, the relation between the company and the auditors, the shareholders' interest in the company. These compromises the corporate governance. The importance of the corporate governance. The companies are required to follow local governance rules to qualify for the stock exchange list. Corporate governance codes have been developed from the UK governance code. The UK follows a principle-based approach, whereas the US follows a legislative-based, rule-based approach. Corporate governance helps reduce risk. Corporate governance gained high importance after a series of the sudden corporate collapses. The most published failures are the Maxwell Communication Corporation, Enron, Bearing Bank, and the WorldCom. Several reasons were identified in these failures. Unified role of the chairman, CEO, discussion made in the personal interest of the directors rather than those of the shareholders. Lack of the director expertise and knowledge. Poor control system, lack of the independence of the auditor, lack of the interest by the key investigating institution. These are the reasons for the failure of for many of these companies of the corporate governance. Benefits of the good corporate governance: greater fairness and openness of the directors, greater public confidence in the company, reduce risk for investors and other stakeholders, lower risk of the strong CEO domination, transparency, more timely and clear communication of the information, improve performance and leadership by the board. Limitations of the corporate governance: it does not prevent company failure or the collapse. It cannot prevent company failing to achieve their objectives. Principle of the good corporate governance. Good governance principle put forward by the organization of the economic cooperation and the development. Right of the shareholder, e.g. one share equals one vote for the all shareholders. Equitable treatment of the shareholders, protection of the minority interest, equitable treatment of the all stakeholders, accurate and timely information for users of the published information. Accounting, principle-based approach, rule-based approach. Comply or the explain, enforcement and the documentation. The principle of the UK governance code are given here. Principles of the UK corporate governance code: leadership, effectiveness, accountability, rumination, relation with the shareholders. Comply or the explain rule. The code has no force in law and is enforced on listed company through the stock exchange. Listed company are expected to comply or explain. This approach is the trademark of the corporate governance in the UK. Listed company have to state that they have complied with the code or else explain to the shareholder why they have not. This allows some flexibility and non-compliance might be acceptable in some circumstances. Board leadership and the company purpose. The board of the director leads the company. The chairman provides leadership for the board. No one person should have autonomous decision-making authority. The role of the chairman and the CEO should be held by the separate individual. The non-executive director should form half the board. The NED served to integrate and decisions of the executive directors beyond doubt. Role of the chairman: runs the board, sets out the vision for the company, provides leadership for the board, sets out the composition and the structure of the board, plans and decide on the agenda of the board meeting, chairs all meetings, encourages NED to present their ideas to the board, chairs AGM and other meeting with the shareholders, presents the shareholders' opinion to the board, act as a bridge between the shareholder and the directors, arrange communication at the AGM of the shareholder with the nomination audit code. Role of the CEO: runs the company, represents the company to the stakeholder, provides the link between the employee and the board, implements the strategy decided by the board, holds accountability for all company operations, put together a coordinate management team, arranges and manages resources for company operations, monitors and control operation and budget, helps select board members. Non-executive directors. What are the roles of the non-executive director? To appoint, remove executive directors. They decide on the nomination on the executive director. They provide independent criticism of the decision of the executive director. They review the performance of the management. They assist in strategy development. They evaluate the financial and control system of the organization. Foster a relationship of the trust with the executive director. Be acknowledgeable about the company and the industry. Keep themselves abreast of the changes of business and industry. Make sure to receive timely, accurate, and sufficient information before meeting. Promote high ethical and the governance standards. Independence. There should be as many NED as executive director. The main responsibility of the NED is to oversee the shareholders' interest. One senior NED should be available to the shareholders' concern or the sensitive issues. While hiring an NED, need to balance industry experience with the independence. It is likely that with greater experience, their independence may be compromised. It is more effective to hire NED with a range of the field of the experience. Why need to be the independent? To provide objectivity in company decision, to bring in a variety of experience and knowledge of the decision making, to give voice to the shareholder concerning the board, to reduce the risk arising from the personal interest of the executive director. Threats to the NED independence. A person cannot be an independent NED if he is a major shareholder. He has family ties with the director. He is entitled to some other compensation in addition to remuneration as a director. He has had material business dealing with the company in the past 3 years. He has been an employee of the company in the past 3 years. He has been on the board of more than 9 years. He is a director in another company. Board effectiveness. The board works effectively when there is a variety of skills, experience, and knowledge among the members. There is a formal appointment procedure for the director. The directors have enough time to dedicate to company matters. The directors have formal induction training on appointment. The directors keep updating their knowledge and skills according to industry changes. All directors are submitted for re-election annually. Board accountability. The board should present the company's status and future prospects. The board decides on the strategy to achieve its objective. The board decides how the risk adverse of the risk taking the company will be. The board is responsible for developing and implementing risk management and internal control system. The board should review and report on internal control and risk management system annually. Nomination committee evaluates the structure and composition of the board. Make sure the board is sufficiently diverse. Reviews the portion of NED on the board. Prevents only one individual from ascertaining dominance. Is responsible for successful planning. Recommends applicants for many vacancies that arise. Nominates members of the reappointment. Should be independent from the board. Audit committee. The board forms the audit committee. It consists of the 2-3 independent NED. At least one member should be financial experience. The committee reviews the reliability of the financial statement. It reviews and forms the soundness of internal and financial report. It assesses the efficiency of the internal audit department. It suggests for the shareholder to decide external auditor and their remuneration. It scrutinizes the objectivity and effectiveness of the external auditor. It generates policy regarding the non-audit work from the external auditor. Its role and responsibility are mentioned in the annual report. If the board disregards any suggestion made by the committee, this is mentioned in the annual report. The audit committee should set up a procedure to address any confidential staff concern. It should be set up formal investigation procedure of the such matters. Responsibility of an audit committee: review of the financial statement, interim included, review of the internal control system, dialogue with the external auditor on the significant matter, making the recommendation on the appointment of the external auditor and their fee, review of the audit report and other audit documents, ensuring that the whistleblowing system in a place. Rumination committee consists of the 2-3 independent NAD, decide on the rumination of the executive director. Director rumination consists of the basic salary, performance bonus, share bonus, pension contribution, benefits in kind, conveyance, medical expense. Rumination should be high enough to motivate the director, high enough to compensate their effort. Comparable to similar company, there should be a performance related portion to ensure the long-term success of the company. Consider pensions and other compensation payments for the director. Also recommend compensation for the senior management. The shareholders recommend the rumination of the NAD. Rumination for NAD should not be performance related. The roles, responsibility, and authority of the committee should be set out in a statement. Share options as compensation for the director, prevent directors from focusing on the short-term profit, promote a long-term focus on the company performance. Other factors influence the share price apart from the company's success. These other factors include the overall business environment in the country, the business environment of the specific industry, the fashion trends of the time. Share option align the director's personal goals with the company's success. Share options give the directors as a financial incentive to make sure the company performance well. Internal control and the governance. Internal risk reporting. The board is responsible for maintaining and appraising control. Identify risk areas in the responsibility of the management. Developing them is also the management responsibility. The management monitors the control system and reports the board. The board appraises the system through the reports on how risks have been managed. Its failure is identified. The development of norms of the control system are viewed. The annual report includes information of the risk management procedure and the internal control. The annual report includes the board acknowledgement of the responsibility of these. It should also include the review process from this system. External risk reporting. Turnbull report. Turnbull report forms the part of the UK Corporate Governance Code before it is called the Combined Code. The requirement of the Turnbull report include use a risk-based approach to develop internal control. Identify the objective, determine the risk involved, ascertain control to deal with the risk, implement a control system to prevent risk materializing, monitor and review control regularly. Review should be conducted for the control of the environment, control activity, risk assessment procedure, information, communication, and the monitoring. Sarbanes-Oxley Act, SOX, developed a result of the high-profile collapses in the US company Enron and the WorldCom. It is detailed regulation of the US-based company. It differs from the UK code on the 2 points. SOX is the rule-based rather than the principle-based. And the main points of the SOX are the having an audit committee is compulsory, restraint on the external auditor to the consultancy services to the audit client. Senior audit partner must rotate after 5 years. Restriction on the shares of the directors at the sensitive time. More detailed disclosure for off-balance sheet financing. Annual report must have a statement on the internal control. Certification of accuracy of the financial statement by the CEO and CFO. As such, demand very detailed documentation for internal control and their audit. Chapter summary of the corporate governance has given here. What is the corporate governance? The system by which the companies are directed and controlled. Importance are given. Listed company, linked to the risk control, development, few corporate collapses, Cadbury, Greenberry, Home Reports, Hinge, Tyson, Turnwood, and Smith. UK Governance Code, principle-based comply or explain principle, leadership, effectiveness, accountability, rumination, relation with the shareholders. SOX, rule-based, enforced by the legislation, enhance documentation, control and audit, internal control, maintain a system, should review effectiveness, review financial statement, review internal control, liaise with the internal auditor, liaison with the external auditor. These are about the corporate governance. Corporate governance, how the corporate governance is made. This is the summary of the corporate governance.